50, plant. Ready.
Now they try the right side here. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, exit. Max 50.
3rd and short yardage. Young. Man open. Rice. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Steve Young. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 65 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Eagles 0. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run with Jackson out of the gun, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. A shotgun snap for Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're going for it. It's Watson. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll run here with Bo. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. First and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Jackson. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They'll run now with Bo Jackson, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On the carry, it's Jackson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Mike 52. Here we go. Watch out. Check 3. 3 points down, he's coming.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, this is caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Switch.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
Down. 10-2 saw. QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, Young. Man open, that's Terrell Owens. Touchdown, New Orleans. Terrell Owens. yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the 3.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Watson, throw left side complete. That's Holt. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. To throw is Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break. Watson. It's caught by Jackson. And he's in. Final play of the first half. And on the last play of the second quarter, now the PAT will give them the lead.
Yeah, and how about that extra little jolt that they'll feel when the ball goes through the posts? Carry that to the locker room with them and feel like, okay, we've got something good going here now, guys.
And this is caught. So how about that? They get the 2. That's final.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Jackson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught by Jackson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a 1-yard gain of the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Jackson. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Jackson, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 35 on 2nd down, Watson.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
3rd and 2, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all.
Hey, Delta. Who's got 84? Check 84. Hey, 50. Let's go.
1st and 10, Young. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Hey, world.
Young now from the 50. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Hey, Mike 7. 50, Mike 50. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Switch. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mean Joe Green coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Mike's 50. Got one.
Now Young on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Who's that? 19. 52's the Mike.
On first down, Jackson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Randy Moss, 63 yards. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Young to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two and try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Back to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run on first down. Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
It's second and 8 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Now it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On the run, this is Jackson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the up. Well, a little drop.
Take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's go, baby. All day, dog. Sponge.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Plant. I got motion. 26. Hey, Charlie.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the whip.
This is Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, 88. 54.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I got you, son. He's checking. Crash.
On first down, Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Coming to you.
At the Seahawks 16-yard line.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This is fielded at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Mike Slant. Slant. Check. Four down. Under 10.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch.
Now it's Carson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson, buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Mike 42, check. 42. Double dog. That's the way. 42's Mike.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Yeah, this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Being chased out left, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tyler Ervin back deep. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Mike 50. Mike 50. That's right, man. Switch it.
On second down. It's Jones, and he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey. 4 down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now a give, running right is Lynch. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Mike's 4-2.
On third down, Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you any ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers got a man. That's Allison. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason. Stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A second down carry for Process. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
4 down. Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Rodgers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the ground, this is Williams. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Timer locked it on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dean Lowry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. A big run there by Jones, 42 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Joker, 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 Joker.
They'll run it with Williams. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Jam, 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 jam. Get Mike. Check 3.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Stand up in. Hey, 88. Get up.
Here we go with Williams. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Wilson down around his goal line. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Procise. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Check, Mike 42.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he hits his running back, Procise. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And all the way down to the 29. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Williams. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They run it again with Williams. And he's got room. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams taking it in. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll dump it off to Procise. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They go play action now. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So with a second to play, they essentially need a recovery and a run back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defense.
In the playoffs, this was that type of a game.
For Charles Davis and all our crew watching the NFL on EA Sports.